I became aware of the Black Unity bike ride through the cycling community, and that was the joyful thing, is that it was something really organic that came my way. The wonderful thing is, I feel, with the cycling community in London, and specifically with the Black cycling community in London, is that we all end up knowing each other somehow. Our paths will cross, and we all have the same common goal, that we just want to encourage more Black and brown bodies to be on bikes, regardless of your age, regardless of your size, regardless of your ability. My name is Jools Walker, also known as Lady Velo on other parts of the internet, and today I am out on my shiny Brompton to do the Black Unity bike ride. I've been excited about this for ages because I've wanted to do it for so long. I'm excited about the people that I'm going to get to see, those that I know in the cycling community, a whole heap of more people that I'm going to be adding to my cycling family as well. Just to see so many of us on bikes out here in London doing this ride as well is exciting. But you know what, for me it's always been about the community, and if this isn't a display of the power of the cycling community and the Black cycling community, I don't know what is.
The first one, we just did it.
Yeah.
Just rocked up and did it, yeah? And that was amazing because it was organic. We just hit the streets and just did it,
Yeah.
The second one, a lot more planning went into it. That was also amazing. And this one is like a mixture of both. Yeah. It's really, really beautiful. Because what I think is magical is the atmosphere and the way that people interact as riders.
Yeah.
It's not about racing, it's not about looking good, it's just about the spirit of community coming together. Everyone gets that, We're celebrating being on our bikes. So it's just the love. Like we talk about love. Love is in the air. And we're excited together. So that it's really coming home.
To be honest with you, I'm most excited to see all of the different collectives that we interact with on social media, but not necessarily in the physical. I'm looking forward to the food stops and having some good enjoyment there. And at the end, when we meet, and just having a really great vibe and togetherness.
This bike ride is all about community. Everybody came here for one reason, to show support for the Black community, but also for diversity, inclusivity, because it's not just Black people that are here.
I've always ridden a bike from when I was younger, but I think I didn't really understand the levels. So I think for me, what Blurb does is encourages people from all different levels. It encourages people, whether or not they've got disabilities, whether or not they're, track athletes, or whether or not they just want to ride out. And this is what today's really been all about. At the beginning I was kind of like in the middle, and then I was at the end with people who were just coming in. And that was just the beauty. It didn't matter when you were going to come in, as long as you got there. It's a course of inclusivity. That's what I just put it down to. Inclusivity. So it doesn't matter what you are, who you are, what you want to do. You might not have felt comfortable, but we're going to bring you in and we're going to make you feel comfortable. That's what I'm going to go home with today.
Do you ride much?
This is kind of getting me back in.
Nice.
Yeah, this is getting me back in. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.
The spectrum of people that we have riding is absolutely awesome. I was riding with a 5-year-old. Oh, she was going for it on Lee Bridge Road, and I just thought, I love it. And then we had people from our charity in a cycle taxi, and the level of inclusivity, I just feel we've broadened. You know what I mean? Like we just took a wrench and just popped it open and just said, everyone who wants to be part of this, come and be part of this. And that is what this community has the capability of doing.
Today it meant a little bit more because I was marshalling, and I could see that there's a lot of young ones to the oldest ones just having fun on two wheels. Just the vibes are just so good.
It just feels like, I know I keep on saying this, but I feel like I'm repeating myself, that it's been about the vibes. It's not about being the fastest or the fittest or the most lycra'd up or anything like that at all. It's just the enjoyment of it.
Vibes. And it's something that I didn't know I needed.
Until
you get
that's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel.
I ride bikes generally anyway in other groups, but it wasn't until I came on this one.
I'm home. It's not just about the bike, it's about community.
Community.
And I didn't know I needed this community until I come on this ride.
It's a fusion. The fact you've got club riders here, you've got people who just ride to go to the local pub, you've got people, got children. It's the fusion. They never ride together normally. Club riders don't ride with those people. They're all riding together today. That's what makes it magical.
Do you ride normally?
Do you know what? Not often. On a casual thing, yeah, but nothing too serious, nothing too heavy, not for work or anything like that, just a bit of leisure.
This is like, the bike comes out for this.
The bike comes out for this. I just love seeing everybody out riding bikes with a smile on their face, to be honest. So for me, today's just a really beautiful occasion. Whether you're a new cyclist, not a cyclist, or an old cyclist, just being united as one for the greater cause, I just think it's a beautiful thing.
I had some foam bananas in my mouth only a moment ago.
Where did you get those from?
Do you want some?
Yes, please.
Are you both vegan?
No, I eat everything, apart from celery.
You don't eat celery?
It's a waste of time.
No, it's not.
Convince me otherwise.
Well, when you have celery in my mum's green seasoning, you'll say otherwise.
Okay.
So what are you most excited about with today? Because we're on our first pit stop, which is cool. Obviously there's the food that's going to be coming, which is quite exciting. So, but what is it about today that's really exciting you?
I just feel it's the spirit of today. You know, I think whenever you're out with cyclists en masse,
Yeah.
it's that camaraderie, it's that ease of conversation, it's almost like meditation on wheels at the same time as like just getting to catch up with people.
Yeah.
And I think that essence is really what I'm looking forward to, just taking some of that back with me. And obviously the food and the snacks that you've got in your bag as well.
I mean, what have we got here? We've got three guys working the backside up. We've got some people working it virtually full time.
Yeah.
We've got 18 marshals who've given up their time to train, all to allow this to happen. It's a wonderful community effort, really. So yeah, we're so proud to be involved in a tiny way, and it's so great to be here. It's so great to meet the legend.
I realise we're rolling, but I want to get to talk to you before we roll.
I know, he's eager.
You were involved in the organisation.
So yeah, so I'm on the committee.
Yeah.
Attended the first one in 2020. I got the message it was on. So I said, yeah, we're going to come down, me and my son. And then I've done the ride.
Yeah.
Wicked vibes. And was like, yeah, I need to be part of this.
I'm having an amazing time. I know I'm going to sound like a broken record by the end of the day, but I don't think I've ever smiled this much on a bike ride. So it's just the community and the vibes, and every single time I'm riding and I look to my left and my right, I've got somebody new to talk to. I'm seeing people that I haven't seen for the longest time because of the pandemic and having chats with them too. It's just brought so many people together, and it's just such a gorgeous sight as well. It's a really lovely speed that we're going at. The pace is good, nobody's getting left behind. The marshals, of course, are doing an incredible job. And do you know what? It's actually reminded me of why I love this city. Just some of the places that we've been cycling through, some of them are like old haunts, like family connections, old work connections, just memories. This was cool. So cool. And then you know what I've actually really appreciated? How cool the people in cars have been as well, where people have been tooting their horns at us and not in an aggressive get out of the way. People just seeing that we're out here, what we're doing and what we're about today is incredible. And just the support from everyone, and even just the smiles on people's faces, like pedestrians just watching us go by. That's made me smile too.
The reaction we've had on the streets, and almost like reclaiming the spaces as well.
Yeah.
So what's been quite amazing is like going through and across London and then coming to South London and seeing like so many people, especially in South London, been looking like, oh, there are loads of people in colour on bikes, and they're not just like a certain age group, they're not just under 35, all age groups.
It's really inspirational because I see little kids at bus stops pointing, you know, and thinking, wow, you know, this is like, I want a bike now.
Seeing yourself reflected in that space and just being watching the next generations coming through.
I love it.
There are reasons why Black Unity Bike Ride exists, why the collective exists, what this initiative is about. And it's obvious to me because I've been in it and I am a Black woman in a predominantly white space is how I see it. But there is underrepresentation of Black people in cycling at all levels. So we're talking from grassroots all the way up to elite. And that's why sometimes it grinds on my gears when you get people saying, I don't understand why you need to do something like this because I don't see colour and cycling is open and welcoming to everybody. And it's like, even just that sentence, I don't see colour. Yeah, you're not seeing colour. It's exactly that. You're not seeing it because of the underrepresentation that exists. And the fact that Black Unity Bike Ride was created to have a safe space for Black and brown folks to be in, to exercise this kind of joy, to exercise full stop as well, and just feel like you're somewhere where you are welcomed and accepted and nobody is going to be judging you. There's a report with Sports England saying that I think it's like 57% or something of Black people are considered to be inactive or not doing that much exercise. And it's like, well, why is that? You've got to dig deeper into why that statistic is. And apparently it's lower than other minority groups that are there too. So it's like, why? These are questions that still require answers, but the work is being put into that, hence what all of this is about, why this exists, why this needs to be here. So yeah, if you don't see colour when it comes to cycling, come to the Black Unity Bike Ride. Come and see some colour and come and see some Black joy in action on wheels, because it will change your perspective on how you think you see the cycling world and the cycling space.
It's about coming together as a group of people and showing that we exist. We didn't always seem to exist in kind of cycling media. So I think just showing that we're here and there is a lot of us.
Yeah.
And then, you know, hopefully other people see us riding and they want to join and might think cycling's for them when previously they didn't.
Yeah.
And the mission, the vision, the cause is all about representation. It's all about showcasing the rich unity but also the diversity that we have as cyclists, which hitherto I hadn't felt was really seen. You know, the mainstream images of cyclists didn't represent the people that I knew rode bikes. So I thought, let's showcase what we've got, let's celebrate ourselves. And that was the whole ethos, is about celebrating the different and unified ways in which we enjoy cycling.
For me, I'm mixed race. So when I started cycling, I had no one my age, my friends, they all thought I was crazy, no one cycled. And you kind of, I felt like I was on my own. I was wearing jogging bottoms, I didn't want to wear the kit. I was like, you know what, I don't want to be part of that scene. And then I come to the first event and it's like, no, there's people like me that cycle, you know, there's family, there's brothers and sisters, there's friends. There's a community that I never even knew existed, especially in London, which I'm not there now. And I wish when I was in my early 20s, this was there. So to be a part of this and just encourage it and see it happening, it's amazing.
for me, it's just about kind of being an ally and standing in support and sitting behind the voices that are leading this amazing movement and just lending ourselves to creating more visibility for black riders within cycling. I mean, it's amazing. It's overwhelming to the extent where it's emotional for me, you know, and just, you know, having kind of supported this cause my entire life in various ways, and now in the passion that I have for cycling, it just means the world, absolutely means the world to me.
As you can tell from the colour of my beard, I've been around for a while, and I've been through that whole cycling scene where it was white males of a certain age arguing about Shimano and Campa. You know, I remember even 4 years ago, Regent's Park, according to Strava, is one of the busiest routes in the world. One black guy used to ride, one black guy. I think what guys like Toxic, Issa, Pablo have done, they helped bring this diversity into the whole cycling scene. So now we see a lot more people from the black community, from all sorts of ethnic minorities. It's gone from being boring old white folks like me to real agenda change, and it's such a joy to be around. So we couldn't wait to be involved, and we'll be involved every year this event runs. Time finds people out. There was the tragedy around George Floyd, and then you saw all these companies go black for a day on the social feed, and then some jumped on a few initiatives. But it's, you know, who's going to be here in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years? So if we can make a tiny bit of difference, and maybe encourage other companies and people to come along, and hopefully there will be longer term change.
It's really important that other cycling clubs in and around London make sure they come to events like this and make sure that they aren't just like, I would say, symbolic, just reaching out to these communities and like, well, why aren't our cycling clubs more diverse? Well, you need to be part of the community and show that you are willing to step your foot in to invite other people into your community. So I think that's one of the things that I've really taken away, and I've tried to do by like getting out, talking to other people, getting out of my comfort zone, and also just highlighting, if you want to be cycling in a cycling club, what are kind of the barriers that you see to getting into like cycling in your local club, and understanding that so that we can take those on board and make sure we change.
It has meant a lot to me in the sense that I'm seeing a lot more females riding, a lot more females of colour riding as well, and there was representation from Cycle Sisters, from BWOW, from Evolve, a whole lot of groups that are out there that are encouraging more women to cycle, and I love it.
What is Cycle Sisters?
It's aimed for women, especially because, you know, Muslim women, they're always stereotyped. So it's to give them confidence, and Muslims tend to wear, I don't know whether you know, the long dresses and scarves. So it's to give them that confidence so that they can cycle anywhere, whatever you want to wear, and also help social isolation, mental health, diabetes, blood pressure. It's not just about the medical stuff, but also about the social aspects as well. Empowering women, I think that's the main bit.
So one of the things that some people remarked on is that there's so many women as well. So many women, and just think about what that means. To see it, to believe it, to be it is really important. So for me, that's part of it, and just also just being part of like that collective, that group.
And I know we were having a conversation off camera before, but about the amount of women that you're seeing taking part in the ride as well. This seems like something that's just been like, What are you feeling about that?
It's great. We need more. We need more.
Definitely increasing, organically increasing. I think so many different cycling groups, especially male cycling groups, for the last couple of years, maybe more. I think this is really good trend. And
but even in this ride, since the first Unity ride that we've been on,
I've probably
two-thirds more definitely than the last time, and it's fantastic.
Because
it's not just young women.
Yes,
you know, it's the age range.
The age range
women
is really
are
good as well.
Rider kids, and so many families as well this year.
The risk of sounding super deep, this is a legacy
Definitely.
that you're creating and leaving behind for people.
Definitely,
So,
and to be part of it, you turn up today, you know, and we've been looking at it, working really hard this year. And I was there this morning setting up at 6:30. Then I had to go get my son, so I come back about 9:15, and there's people, and you just stand back and look and go, you know what, it's worth it, it's worked.
It's beautiful to see our evolution, but also see more people get more involved. People who came last year as novices and now ride marshals.
Yeah.
It's beautiful to have you on the ride.
I'm so pleased that I've
It's
finally
great to
done
have
it.
Rapha here.
Yeah.
It's amazing. We've gone from strength to strength, and I think we're not done yet. There's more that we want to do. Considering last year race, considering the first year, obviously we were in lockdown.
Yeah.
There's a lot of considerations, I guess. So for us, it's amazing that we've had so many people come. And obviously this is the first year that we're charging because there are road closures, there are things that we're doing. So it's amazing that in spite of the fact that loads of people are on holiday, we're now allowed out of our house. 1,100 people decided to come and ride with us. So that's incredible.
It's feeling overwhelming. That's what it's feeling. It's feeling like I've kind of pulled a piece of string and there is so much more to come in a positive way. You know, like if we can do this as like a bunch of passionate volunteers that have busy lives, jobs, families and all of that kind of stuff, imagine what we can do when we do more work together, collaborate. So for me, I'm just overwhelmed by the unity in reality that it took to make this happen. Like, I may have had the idea, but there is no way we could have executed this without people coming together who didn't know each other with a shared vision and a shared appetite to see more empowerment, more love, and more unity in our community. So for me, I am truly overwhelmed and I'm chuffed to bits.
I mean, the first year we thought was big, but this is just bigger
Over
and
1,000,
better than ever.
right?
Yeah, lots more clubs, lots more, people riding together collectively. Gotta go.
Like for Black Unity Bike Ride? Because I know you've got more than obviously the ride that you do, because there's other initiatives that you've got going on within Black Unity as well.
Yeah, so there's loads that we're working on. So in 2 weeks' time, we've got Come Ride with Us at Velo Park, where we hire out Velo Park. I guess it's geared at novice riders, but also experienced riders. We're going around. There's like a bit of terrain. So there's loads that we're doing. We have a monthly Come Ride with Us up to the end of next year. And then it's just more of this. We just want to encourage more people. So if you don't cycle, if you came on a Santander bike, we're hoping that you'll pick up a bike and buy your own bike potentially, and maybe take up cycling, not necessarily as a sport. You don't have to wear lycra, you don't necessarily have to wear padded shorts, although they are a great investment, but anyone can cycle, and that's the whole idea. Anyone can get up a bike, and I think our pillars at Black Unity Bike Ride are fun, love, unity and empowerment, and I feel like that is the whole ethos of today. So if you don't go home feeling like you had a good time, we didn't do our job. But I know everyone's fed today, everyone cycled in the sunshine, so everyone's had a good time, and that's what we're here to do.
The vision going forward is doing this on a bigger scale. It's simple as that. Keep doing it on a bigger scale, but not losing what makes it special.
Yeah, the essence of what it's about.
Exactly. So we want more people to experience this, but we don't want it to change into something else.
Getting me to talk about the best bit of my day, and that's difficult. The really easy answer to give, and I could just leave it with a full stop, is vibes. That was it, it was vibes, but I'll give you more than that because I won't be cruel. Do you know, it was just seeing the joy, seeing the happiness, seeing the range of people that were here, and like there was a kid that I was talking to who was on the front of their mum's Brompton as well, and it's just, it's just this diverse range of joy that was going across all of the spectrums. It's really hard to nail it down to one thing, but I'm pleased that I did this. I'm just so pleased that I did this, that I came out for it. As soon as I woke up this morning, the sun was shining. My bike was all ready. I had my kit all hanging up ready to go as well. And it was just, before I even got here, I was like, this is going to be a good day. And it was an incredible day. And I think the fact that we're getting all of this down on record as well, because this is history that's being made, and we need to preserve Black history and show these stories for generations to come, to see that we're out here making this difference and making these changes. So everything about this was a highlight. The whole day was a highlight. It's a legacy. This is what I was saying to Tox as well, that, you know, you're looking at all of the young'uns that are coming along to this, and this is going to imprint on their minds in ways that I think people will be surprised at, that this will stay with them. This is a lived experience of something incredible that happened on wheels. You know, I talk about this in one of my weird comparisons that I do, is like whenever you saw a Black family turn up on EastEnders, that was a big deal to see that. So to see a bike ride that's celebrating like Black and brown bodies out here riding bikes and enjoying themselves, do not underestimate the power that something like this will have on future generations, because you're going to see moves. Moves are going to be made after this so many years to come down the line. So if you are feeling inspired by what you've seen today with the Black Unity bike ride, which I'm really hoping that you are, it's going to be happening again next August. Hopefully we will have weather like this. Actually, come rain or shine, people will still show out and be part of this ride. So do make sure that you check out Black Unity Bike Ride on Instagram. Make sure you go and check out their website as well. Keep an eye on the initiatives and everything that they are doing. But, you know, if you're thinking about it, I can guarantee you will have an absolutely banging time if you register and come and join the big ride next August. So hopefully I'll see you there.